Okay, so I created this research paper checklist to kind of keep you guys focused and, in order to get a good grade on your papers, which I know you guys all want to, you need to have all of this stuff, right? So first here I have APA. So anything that I posted on APA or any changes that I make in your drafts, make sure that you've done this correctly. You have correctly formatted citations, references. All references are cited within the text. Very important. All citations are listed in the references, right? So it goes both ways. If you've cited something, it has to be in your references. Correctly formatted headers, which should be done at the outline level. So any changes that I made to your outlines or anything that was changed within your rough drafts as far as headers go. Correctly formatted tables and figures, correctly formatted quotations. Again, very important one is quotations, long and short. Remember the format for both of those. Here's some grammar issues. Use of the active voice. Lists are in parallel, meaning your verb tense agreement, verb noun agreement. It's written in the third person, so there shouldn't be any I's, ours, we's, or us's. Eliminate universal negatives and positives. Correct use of commas and other punctuation. For your presentation, Dr. Gross wants you to have 3,000 to 4,500 words is the total for the entire paper. This is not just for the body. So this is going to include an abstract. This will include all of your references. This should include your captions and such for your tables and your figures. So 3,000 to 4,500 words. The whole thing should be double spaced. You should have correctly indented paragraphs. Don't make everything flush left. Make sure that you're indenting your paragraphs. Include an abstract, right? Eliminate any wordiness or removing all the fluff. This goes back to the scientific tone. Eliminate excessive use of quotations. Try to paraphrase or reword as many quotations wherever possible. Is that quotation necessary to the paper? Does it provide additional information? Is it something that can be eliminated? Can you put it into your own words? Very important. And then again, using scientific tone. For your content, with any content questions that you have, you should ask Dr. Gross because he's the one that's grading for content. He knows exactly what he wants you to have in your paper. This is just a brief summary, well-rounded and succinct summary of the topic. Characterize the scientific and technical information, any knowledge gaps, indicate how the information is being applied, suggest how the issue should be resolved, in a real-world application, and a good analysis and synthesis of the material. So all of this should be included in your papers. And then the Turnitin program. I'll have a brief Turnitin tutorial for you guys for anybody that has any questions on how to use this program. But basically, you're going to have an originality report. It has to be less than 10%, or what's called a green percentage. If it's a red percentage, then you have a lot of plagiarized material that you need to put into your own words. Again, if strings of 5 or more consecutive words are highlighted, then the sentence must be reworded or paraphrased. 5 or more consecutive words is a quote, right? 3 to 5 or more is a quote. So if you can't paraphrase it, quote it. But then again, if you have excessive quotes in your paper, that's also, not a good thing either. So, unless it's a program or agency name, for example, the National Institute of Health or the Department of Energy. And that's it for that. Most of this stuff, I'll have writing tips for most of it except for the content. If you have any content questions, ask Dr. Gross. He'll be able to provide any answers that you guys have or any answers to questions that you may have. Otherwise, all of this stuff I should have weekly writing tips for. So just keep an eye out for those writing tips. I'm moving a little ahead right now, so hopefully most of this stuff will already be there. All right, that's it.